Now down the rabbit hole we go.
Good news, Master Bruce. I believe we have identified the killer.
Man, when I first played this, you know I was a bat out of hell racing to get that cure. I guess this guy wanted some of the sweet medicine as well. Medication really works fast in these games, don't they?
More tea, Batman.
Where am I? What's going on?
Wow, talk about my jaw hitting the floor when seeing this for the first time. I still get this uncomfortable gut feeling playing it. They did such a great job with the game design here.
What a question. Shall I tell him? Oh, he looks so confused. Maybe I should. Well, it's simple, really. I planted a teeny tiny little idea in your head. A sort of remote hypnotic suggestion. Very complicated stuff. I'm sure you wouldn't understand, but as you can see, it worked. You're mine now. You're mine, and there's nothing that Strange can do about it. Oh, are you not going to drink your tea? It's special tea. My special tea. My special tea.
Go to hell, Jervis.
What a line delivery. That frustrating tone really captures Batman perfectly in the scene.
Simply put, I made you see what you wanted most. What was it? Tell me. Tell me. Oh, tell me. So predictable, just like Alice. Never doing what I want without ludicrous amounts of psychoactive controls.
Jeez, that creepy silhouette from him is just awesome. I bet lots of people who played this game didn't know who this character was right off the bat, but they did an excellent job building the tension in the scene.
Well, if that's what's necessary, it's a good job that you've already taken them.
Ooh, the way they all turn their heads at the same time. So disturbing.
All we need now is a finishing touch. A special new hat.
Ooh, blink and you'll miss it. He throws his pocket watch in the air right here like he's ready to use it. Really love these kind of animations.
Just for you. You are my soldier now, Batman. You will do everything I say.
I can't be the only one who laughs at this, right? This is just funny. Such an awesome fight with the atmosphere battling on the giant pocket watch. It really makes you feel like you're running out of time. With the Mad Hatter creepily voice echoing all around you. Just an amazing, intense fight for a side mission. Feels so good taking this little punk down. Also, I don't know why, but I love how Batman looks at the mask for a quick second before tossing it aside. It's just a funny quirk I've always liked. Also, a couple people asked me in the comments which skin is my favorite in this game, and this is the reason 1970s one is my top pick, is because the mask is blue and not black. I find that just to be a unique detail about the skin. Also, I just love blue. It's such a wicked color for Batman.
Don't ever try to get in my head again, Hatter.
But you don't understand. I need you. I can't win without you.
Then you lose. I'm not your slave. Not now, not ever.
This is another reason I love Batman. He doesn't hold back and tell the villains how it is.
Are you Alice?
Sorry, Jervis. It's me, Catwoman.
Oh, Alice. I need my Alice.
Wow, Strange really did a number on you, didn't he? Listen, I'm going to go and find Alice, okay? I hear she's with the Cheshire Cat. Somewhere.
What a queen, just completely gaslights Jervis over here. I would do the same, to be honest. This is probably one of the most airtight missions in the series. It's so simple yet impactful. From the opening scene to the fight and then finishing blow, it's just a fantastic mission. It's one of the few missions that feel like a BTAS episode, and I'm all for it. It's quite a shame that there isn't much media featuring the Mad Hatter these days. Before this game, it was mainly just the old Adam West Batman and BTAS, so I'm really happy to see him here, and they absolutely nailed his design and voice acting. Seriously, Matt Reeves, this man could carry your film. We've had enough of Joker, alright? Let's give this generation a villain who's not well known. But overall, it's a great mission that I always love revisiting in this game. Before we get to the final two, I figured I'll do some honorable mentions, or the more honest title, the missions you'll probably be mad at me for not at least mentioning in this game. So here we go. AR training, not much to talk about other than it's a fun way to improve your gliding skills in this game. Yay! Hot and cold, this is where we find some stolen freeze tech that Harley mentioned when she was tied up. Honestly, the best part of this mission is probably constantly ripping the tape off of her mouth. Remote hideaway, we visit the cops we saved earlier at the Iceberg Lounge and they give us a mine detonator upgrade. You can walk around and talk to them if you want. One of the guys keeps setting off Penguin's umbrella and he constantly gets scared by it. It's pretty funny to be honest. Catwoman's epilogue mission, or her side mission, or whatever you want to call it. You track down Two-Face's men and you get her stuff back by defeating them. Not much to say, but you hear a cool sound when you reclaim the item. At the end, Catwoman comments that she wants to stay in Arkham City because fun. And lastly, the act of violence, which is a pretty good one. I love how it makes the city feel more alive and expansive. It really is rewarding when you help these people who are being attacked and they say thank you. Something I also noticed in this playthrough is that there's quite a bit of different dialogue for most of these encounters. They do repeat some lines here and there, but there are one or two lines I don't remember, so it's a nice detail that they keep it feeling fresh. For what essentially is a random side mission in the background, I think this is a pretty solid one. Now hush, children. We have a thief to catch.
I should scan the crime scene to determine the cause of death.
Right off the bat, when you look at the body and then you see the head wrap, it looks a bit familiar. But you can't quite put your finger on it just yet. If you recall, we first see Hush in the church when we track down Joker. So it makes you wonder if this is somehow connected.
The victim's face has been removed and the head wrapped in bandages. There have been 3 murders in Gotham over the last month with the same MO. The press have nicknamed the killer the Identity Thief. If he's now in Arkham City, I need to track him down and stop him.
It's kind of nice to give us a bit of a backstory that there's a serial killer going around and this has been happening. And it's a good way to avoid pointless rhetoric. Also, the identity thief angle is just a wicked disturbing concept. It fits the Batman universe so well.
The attack left the victim bleeding profusely. The murderer is likely to have trace elements of the blood on them without realizing. I'll filter the scanner to track the victim's blood particles. That should lead me to the last person to see the victim alive. Maybe even the killer himself.
I can't get enough of this detective work, man. It's so much fun.
Why did you kill him?
It wasn't me. I'm not a killer. I'm a plumber, for God's sake. You've got to believe me.
I don't have to believe anything. Tell me what you saw.
There was this guy. He dropped the body there. He was weird looking. You won't believe me, but, well, he looked like Bruce Wayne.
What?
I know. Someone must have got to him. He was covered in cuts and bruises, but I'm sure it was him. The poor guy must have had a target the size of Gotham City painted on him. Looked like he'd been attacked by pretty much everyone in Arkham.
I still get chills hearing him say that. It looks like Bruce Wayne. It's just such great writing because as the viewer/player, we know it can't be. So the question is, how is this possible? Ugh, it's just awesome.
It's like another victim of the Identity Thief. I need to scan the area to see if there are any more clues to his identity and whereabouts.
You can tell I was a little stunned when I saw that. I actually think this is a glitch because I've never seen anything like it before. I looked up other people's walkthroughs and I never saw anything similar, so I guess it's just a glitch that's really creepy.
The MO is the same as for the previous victim. First, the killer paralyzes the vocal cords and then removes the face before bandaging up the head. It's definitely him, and it looks like he's stepping up his attacks. A crime with this level of precision requires weeks of premeditation. These aren't just random attacks.
The puzzle pieces are slowly coming together, especially when we remember the other doctor told us in the church that Hush was a doctor too, and he went crazy and cut off his own face. It's all starting to click.
Batman, I found a match for the print, but there must be a mistake. This can't be correct.
Who do the prints belong to?
You. These are Bruce Wayne's fingerprints. How's that possible?
I have no idea.
You really can hear that surprise and confusion in that delivery. So good.
Bruce, I don't know how to say this, but
What's wrong, Barbara?
I've been thinking about the identity theft case. Don't get angry. But how can you actually be sure that it wasn't you who killed those people? I mean, they were your fingerprints at the scene.
What did you say?
Not intentionally, but clearly you're not well. That place is full of maniacs who could take advantage of a situation like that. Think about it. What if Crane got to you again? You know Strange's reputation. Maybe he planted the idea back when you met him. I don't like it, but...
It wasn't me. I'm sure it wasn't.
Yeah, of course. I'm sorry. Well, you know...
What the hell is going on with Barbara's writing in these side missions? She sounds like a completely different character here than she usually is in the asylum. I get that proof is there, but really? Are we really supposed to believe this is all true? You think she would know he would never do anything like this. I understand they're trying to throw a red herring to make us question if it could be him, but hearing it from Barbara just feels completely off. I guess some of the writers thought this too because they pretty much wrote her out of Arkham Knight for the most of the game, but once again, that's a story for another day. But I also will say, nice shout out to Scarecrow when she mentions Crane here.
Another victim. Sooner or later, the killer will slip up. Let's hope it's this time. As with the others, the victim's face was removed pre-mortem with surgical precision. The care taken suggests the killer is more concerned with the parts he's taking than what he leaves behind. Someone has taken a lot of care to cover their tracks. They used bleach to destroy any forensic evidence at the crime scene. Sometimes the lack of evidence is all you need. I'll filter for particles of the bleach and see who was so determined to cover their tracks.
Such a badass how he figures this out. You can tell I was excited with my spins.
You killed that man and dumped his body back there. Why did you take his face?
It wasn't me. I just dumped the body. He told me to use bleach to clean it up.
Who told you?
Wayne, you know, the rich guy.
You're lying to me.
I'm not. There's an alley near the courtroom. That's where he is. He's crazy, man. You don't want to go in there.
You can just hear the fear in this guy's voice. Just the mentioning of the room that Hush is in just sends him into a bigger panic. Even telling Batman not to go in there is just great build-up for this scene. I always get this terrible gut feeling when going into this room. Like you really don't want to be in here and you should get the hell out while you can. They did a great job with the game design and the tension in this scene is just, gives me chills down my spine every time.
This is the journal of Dr. Thomas Elliot. My work is complete. The pain, though still present, has been worth it. He will suffer for what he did to me. He will suffer the way I have suffered. As I look in the mirror, I understand how Leonardo felt when he finished the Mona Lisa. How Michelangelo felt when David was complete. My work has taken too long. But now it's time for my masterpiece to be unveiled. My new face is ready.
It scares me every time. It freaks me out when people just stand there watching you without your knowledge. The scene always reminds me of that old Scooby-Doo Where Are You episode, the backstage rage, with the creepy puppet master just standing there in the corner. Total nightmare fuel, man. But going back to the journal entry, it's great B-roll footage that perfectly complements the disturbing monologue he delivers to the audience. Some of the best editing right here in the game. Also, if you listen closely, you can hear him take several deep breaths while talking, since he changed his vocal cords. It probably hurts for him to speak. Great attention to detail here.
I take it you're here to stop me? What do you think? I think you're too late. You're a killer, a psychopath. I will stop you. Really? But you look just like Bruce Wayne.
I love how Batman takes a step back in disbelief here. He rarely gets scared or surprised, but this totally caught him off guard. It's a great character beat that reminds us he's still human.
It took time, of course, to find the perfect donors, to graft on the flesh, and finally to lose myself in order to create this.
This entire scene gets even creepier when you realize that's Kevin Conroy voicing Hush right here. I had no idea for the longest time, but a few years ago, it slowly hit me. Such an incredible, memorable performance. Rest in peace, Kevin.
6 people died. Unfortunate, but necessary to complete my plan. Why would you believe good old-fashioned revenge? To be honest, I don't care if you do. Wayne will suffer, and you will not stop me. I can see you have your hands full with Arkham City, but it's time for me to leave now. Pray we do not meet again. Next time, I will not be in such a generous mood.
The way he walks out is so cocky too, and it really highlights his insane personality in my opinion. Also, the nice touch with the passcode being Mockingbird, while the lullaby, Hush Little Baby, plays in the background. Such an eerie, fitting detail in this scene.
Close the file on the identity thief, Oracle.
Have you caught him?
No. Prepare a new file on Dr. Thomas Elliot. I'm uploading all the details from his surgery.
Elliot, the famous surgeon? Didn't you used to be friends?
We were, a long time ago.
So he was the identity thief? Hang on. This says he used the faces he collected to make a new one that looked like yours. I mean, Bruce Wayne's. Is he crazy? No offense. Are you going after him?
He's gone. He's left Arkham City. I'll hunt him down tomorrow.
I really like that he actually got away. It shows that Batman can't catch them all, and it leaves a door open for him to return. But not in the best way possible. At this point, you all know I'm just gonna say that it's a can of worms for another day. Other than the Riddler, this is hands down my favorite side mission in Arkham City. The pacing and writing is just fantastic, with top-notch voice acting and creepy game design that fits this game so well. It's just perfect. I don't have much more to say except that Barbara's writing could feel a bit off at times, but that's really a nitpick. I can replay this one countless times and still get creeped out. Hi diddle diddle, off to finish these gosh damn riddles. Fun fact, you can actually hit the bottom of the question mark on top of the church and he has a recorded message.
I'm waiting for you at the church, Dark Knight. Waiting to prove that I am better than you. Come and see me, if you dare.
Oh no! Where have they gone? Could it be that while you were out doing what you do, I, the Riddler, snuck in and took all those poor, stupid fools?
Doing what you do. I don't know why, that line just got me a little bit. Like, the Riddler doesn't know what he does. Come on, man.
Where have you taken them?
Questions, Dark Knight. It's not you who needs answers here, it's me. You answer my riddles and I tell you where they are. You answer my riddles and they don't die.
Just like in the asylum, you can ignore him and he gets really impatient and he just blurts out the answer for you.
Oh, I can't believe I've beaten you so soon. Oh, this is embarrassing. I'm an instrument. I've got something to do with the heart. Oh, for the love. I'm a thing that pumps blood. I'm an instrument that sounds like that thing. I'm at the back of the room. I'm covered in pipes. Like a door, I have keys. Well done. See, you can do it. Don't get too comfortable, Dark Knight. All through Arkham City, deep undercover, are people working to ensure that I am informed of what the other so-called super criminals are planning. Right now, one of them is arranging a little welcoming committee for you outside.
I cannot get enough of Wally, man. He's literally the best Riddler ever, and you cannot change my mind.
See, I told you, Batman's here!
I don't get it. How'd you know?
That's not important! Kill him!
What an incredible idea, incorporating the riddles onto the map. Having some of the henchmen scatter around Arkham City, making sure you don't knock them out before you interrogate them, is such a clever writing choice, instead of just having you find the map like they did before in the asylum. Just fantastic writing choice here.
I didn't want to do it, but he made me. He had my friend. He stuck a knife in his leg. It means it's all my fault, but he was gonna kill him.
Where is he?
He's insane. He told me to get everyone out of the church. He said they'd all die if I didn't. I was scared. He kept blaming you.
You're safe now.
It might be hard to recognize this guy named Eddie without his face mask, but this is the same guard we see at the asylum. Again, I love how they bring back characters from that game. It makes really good continuity.
At last.
My love has come along?
Figure out what the numbers mean?
Yes, it's just one of Riddler's games. He gave you something, right?
Yeah, it's just a box. I don't know what it does.
I'll figure it out. You should head back to the church. You'll be safer there.
I really like this device here. It's something unique, and I love how the Riddler knew Batman would just scan it and upload to his computer. It's a little subtle hint to show that the Riddler's been doing his homework on Batman.
Well done, Dark Knight. You did it! Like a child learning to walk for the first time.
And again, he brings up babies like he did in the Asylum tapes. He must really want to have kids with all these hints he's dropping. Maybe that headliner in Joker's Nightmare was onto something. A pretty obvious one, but you can't get these wrong and he penalizes you for it. He makes it sound like we're humiliating ourselves, but honestly, it's a dream come true if you ask me.
Well, not so easy now, is it? I think it's time to introduce a little penalty to help you comprehend your ignorance. What shall it be? Oh yes! I've frozen you out, Dark Knight. Frustrating, isn't it? Take some time to wrap your feeble mind around where you went wrong and try again. Well, I guess we both know what we'll be thinking about for the next 30 seconds. Wrong again. This is getting boring.
The device from earlier is still on the ground and you can actually kick it.
So you decided to finally show up, did you?
Let them go, Riddler. They're innocent.
Don't be stupid, Dark Knight. They wouldn't find themselves in the predicament they are currently in if they had tried to think just a few steps ahead now, would they? Now, if you solve the room ahead and 4 other equally challenging ones, you save them. If you don't, then they die. And we'll see if society crumbles at their passing.
You're insane.
No, that would imply either mental illness or derangement. I suffer from neither. Oh, and yes, I can see you, Batman, and I look forward to watching you fail.
It's honestly really cool to finally put a voice to a face since we never saw him in the asylum. He was just an annoying bug in your ear the whole game. I really like his design in City, though I think my favorite is in Night, but they really nailed his animations here. And I have to mention his badass cane. It's just so fitting for an egotistical scumbag like himself. Also, that flip he does with it is oddly satisfying to watch. It's hard to catch, but once he turns around, he goes back to typing on his computer and drops his cane. It makes sense for later since we'll see him at his hideout doing the exact same thing. A pretty obvious one, but he also has some unique voice lines if you don't unlock the door first. Also, doesn't it look like he totally flings one of my batarangs I threw at him? He's really been doing his homework.
Are you so stupid that you cannot even open a simple door? What chance have you got with what else I have planned? Well done, Dark Knight. You figured out how to open a door.
Hey, Batman! You've got to help me!
I love the Riddler challenges and saving the hostages. It feels so much like a BTAS episode or something straight out of the comics. You can really tell that Rocksteady put a lot of time and effort and thought into these, and I really appreciate that. Ooh, that's clean. Love how he pulls the guy back up to help him stand. I see you, Batman.
625925. 625925. That's what he told me to tell you. I don't know what it means, but he said he'd kill the others if I didn't tell you exactly what he said.
Y'all, I'll be screwed if I was one of these hostages in this game. I can barely remember my fiance's phone number half the time. I would be like, can you write this down for me, please? Also, this guy's eye roll is just amazing here.
Too soon, Dark Knight. The missing ingredient to finding hostages is secrets, and you don't have enough.
Translation is get your lazy ass out there and solve more riddles. I have my work cut out for me. So I decided to knock out all 400 riddles before tracking the rest of the hostages down. I figured it would be a bit more rewarding and I'll get to see if there's any unique dialogue along the way because I've never done it this way before. Also, as much as I love you all so much, Bat Fam, I don't have time to show every single riddle or analyze them all since they're pretty much straightforward and don't have much to say. I'll point out a couple here and there, but maybe in the future, once I'm done with the series, I'll go more in depth with each one and go over the lore for some of them. Let me know if that's something you want down in the comments. Now we're talking. I love these puzzles, the ones that are clearly a trap. I honestly wish there were more of them in the game, since they're a bit tricky if you don't know what to do at first. Plus, they give you 3 trophies, which is huge since you need 400 of these. I wish some of these were in Night too, but at least we get 2 of them in this game. I'm really happy that Catwoman gets some of her own trophies. It's a nice change of pace, especially when you start to feel overwhelmed as Batman collecting all of them. However, as I mentioned in part 2 of the series, it feels a bit odd that Riddler and Catwoman don't interact at all in this game. He leaves trophies for her and he gets pissed when Batman tries to pick him up. It would have been some great foreshadowing and a fun interaction, especially considering what happens between them at night. Just another missed opportunity in this game, but I guess he does acknowledge her in his challenges.
How do you feel, Catwoman? Proud? Victorious? Well, you shouldn't. This room will defeat you. Listen, she is nothing but a cheap cat burglar who trades on good looks and luck. You are supposed to be the best the criminal underworld has to offer. This should be easy, even for you.
So it's better than nothing, and also Catwoman does say this when you try to open one of the Riddler doors.
Do you ever learn, Eddie? I'm not interested in your silly little games.
So I'll take what I can get. It's the final riddle. Da-da-da. I don't want copyright. Da-da-da. Never in my whole life have I felt so happy seeing the number 400. Let's go get this Riddler freak.
Knock, 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 bitches. Batman's back.
Roll up, roll up. It's time for my latest game.
Interesting that he says roll up here, especially since he says it about twice in Arkham Knight, and I think he might say it in Asylum too, if I remember correctly. Just something I've noticed over the years.
Help me!
All you need to do is keep your eyes on the prize.
I really appreciate that all the hostage situations are completely different. It truly feels like a lot of thought and care went into these compared to other side missions in this game. I would get it wrong, but I feel bad hurting this guy, and Batman would never get it wrong, so I did the right thing. Always good to see Officer North again.
Riddle me this. I have a head, a tail, but never any legs. Do you know what I am?
So apparently if you gather enough riddles, he just tells you the riddle you'll solve for the Enigma machine.
There's no way you could have solved that one, Batman. Even I could.
That's actually interesting that the Riddler said that, especially since he acted surprised when it was revealed. Maybe he actually had no idea how the program he did would turn out.
You must have cheated. Consider this a warning. From here on in, it gets harder.
Gotta love when the cheater gets pissed that we cheated him.
I remember Enigma back at the asylum. He always thought he was better than everyone else. I take it you're gonna kick his ass.
There's a reason I have a soft spot for Officer North. I was looking around and found these containers that looks like scarecrows from Asylum. Could be some foreshadowing for Edward helping Scarecrow at night, even though they seemed fed up with each other in the Arkham Knight tapes. Still, he did attend the meeting, so take that with what you will.
Well done, Dark Knight. Well done.
You can hear a bit of disappointment in that tone, along with a sigh. It's a great detail showing that he's slowly becoming irritated with Batman. Once again, Wally Wingert is just too good for this role.
3 solved? It seems I underestimate your abilities. But before you start to feel superior, you should try and rescue my next hostage. Bring a towel.
Why did he say it like that? I love it.
I've done it. This is one puzzle you cannot solve. I've studied your techniques, reviewed your childish gadgets, and there is nothing in your arsenal that can help you defeat this group.
It's interesting that he studied Batman's gadgets and tech, yet he can't put 2 to 2 together about his identity. It's pretty funny when you think about it.
What? How did you... Where did you...
Literally from the power of friendship.
Are you feeling the pressure?
I'm feeling something else.
Hey now. He gave you a number.
He did. Oh no. What was it?
This chick is my spirit animal because this is exactly me in this situation. Also, remember this doctor. She apparently has like 2 other twin sisters we'll see later on.
You actually managed to complete enough challenges, Dark Knight. If you think you can hear me clapping, then you are obviously suffering from some sort of delusion, for I am doing no such thing. Solve my riddle, and find the hostage. No, this is not happening. Did you cheat? Of course you did. It's the only way. Well, it ends now. Here's the next location. You won't be able to cheat your way past this problem.
Man, they wrote the Riddler so well in these games. I love how he starts off cocky, then he begins to lose it. Becomes so desperate that he starts calling you a cheater. It's all done really well across the games, if you ask me.
No! You couldn't possibly have done that. How did you... Who helped you? You cheated. I know you cheated. Oh, this isn't over, Dark Knight. Oh, no. Now things get far more difficult. People will die, and you will be to blame.
Whatever makes you sleep at night, buddy.
What kept you? Did you get lost? Were you scared? Did I finally get to you? Have you accepted that I am the winner here? Have I ground you down? Have I made my point? No. Well, this next room will. That, I guarantee.
You can tell that he spent weeks writing these little monologues for Batman.
What is it? Unsure what to do next? May I suggest lying down on the floor and allowing the roller to do its thing?
It's kind of cool that he recycles his roller again at night with the final challenge with Catwoman. Okay, now that's cheating. How the hell did that happen? I feel this was probably a no cape situation.
As you look upon my work, your primitive brain must be struggling to comprehend how I have managed all this. It was easy.
That petty chuckle is pretty funny. Also, love blowing up his face on the wall. Brings me a bit of peace and hope here.
What are you doing?
I love how he becomes a ragdoll here.
You're safe now.
How the hell did you do that?
Tell me the numbers.
1, 5, 7, 8, 0.
Ooh, there's some great body animations with this doctor. He's completely out of breath, which is a fantastic detail. It's very realistic considering he was tied up and dangling there for God knows how long. He's likely in a lot of pain and discomfort too. I'm not saying the others weren't, but the acting in this guy's performance really stands out to me.
At last.
The skies above are blue.
I hope you find Riddler and hurt him for what he did to us.
Look, he even tries to stretch and rub his sore wrist. Just some great attention to detail that many players probably didn't even notice.
As you can see, Dark Knight, that ignorant guard is currently experiencing the shocking sensation of her own mortality. Can you help her without experiencing yours?
Is it me, or should this have been a time limit here? Because I feel that there's not much urgency, even though we see this poor guard getting electrocuted every minute or so. Personally, I think that would have added a lot to this challenge. I do have to point out that I find it a bit odd that in Night, the Riddler comments on the remote electric charge saying he found it impressive, especially since you need it for one of his challenges. Yet he bases several of his challenges around it too. Just a bit of clunky continuity I wanted to point out.
Come now. Surely the great Batman can progress without cheating and looking for answers online.
That's actually an amazing call out to players who probably did that when the game first came out. Great writing and line delivery here.
Do you need to call a friend? Why bother? I'm sure you don't have it.
That's actually funny, Riddler, because especially in Night, you outright tell Catwoman that you don't have any friends at all.
I don't think he thought I'd defeat his last room.
That's good, right?
Barbara's writing is so bonkers in this game.
Listen to me carefully. I still have more of those guards, so I'll just need a couple of days and I will make a puzzle so taxing that you will never solve it. I will. You'll see.
The Riddler will never learn that he always needs a backup plan.
I think I've found something that links all the Riddler rooms. It looks like they were all owned by a Mr. Fine. He seems to have acted as some sort of property broker.
When was this?
Before Arkham City was built. It's a long shot, I know, but he sold one other property 3 months before Arkham opened. There's no record of who to, but I'm sending you the location now.
Thanks, Oracle. I'll check it out.
I like to think Alfred learned from this and did it himself with Professor Pig in Arkham Knight, since it's pretty similar how Alfred found out his location and how all the areas the kidnappings took place were connected. I like to think of it as a headcanon. Return of the creepy footprints we see in the asylum. Pretty chilling tie-in right here. I have to ask, where does the rest of the guards come from? Because we saved all the ones in the church we found except for Cash, so it's a bit odd they didn't tell us where the rest of these people came from.
That's right, Worms. Keep walking. You remember how to walk, don't you?
Riddler, when I get out of here, I'm gonna hurt you for this. You hear me?
Come now, Mr. Cash. In order to hurt me, you would have to break free from the predicament you currently find yourself in, and attack me in such a way that does not cause me to press this remote detonator, distributing your primitive DNA all over the walls.
I'll do it.
I freaking love Cash, man. He's such an underrated character in the series. If you chill for a bit, the Riddler actually has some interesting dialogue about some of the ideas for his next challenges for Batman. Take a listen.
How do I make it impossible for him to beat? There's no way that he can outsmart me. He's an idiot. A deluded fool in a fancy dress outfit. He only beat the other puzzles by luck. Or he cheated. Or both. Let's see. How to beat the Bat. I just need to think of a better, tougher plan. The others weren't good enough. He solved them too quickly. I need something that will take up his time. Let's see, how about I place these poor, deluded fools underwater, see how long they can hold their breaths while Batman tries to solve a mathematical conundrum. I could fill the tank with red herring.
Don't let him win, people!
Understand? Of course he wouldn't. Cogs? No, he'll work that out. I could steal that shark from Penguin. There's no way he could get past a shark. Could he? No, it's gotta be better than that. Too many variables. What if he has some kind of shark contingency? He'll get past it. Lasers? Yes. Lasers. Or dogs? Dogs with lasers. All I need is one perfect puzzle. Just one. And he will be doomed. No, that's not good enough. Think harder, Edward.
I really like how soft-spoken he is when talking to himself. It's rare that we see vulnerability like this from the Riddler, and it just highlights the amazing voice acting Wally brings to this character. This is one of the reasons he became my favorite character across the Arkham games. Also, I would love to see the dogs with lasers. That would be pretty funny. Also, once again, Cash's incredible leadership skills shine through. He's cheering on his peers to keep going because he knows Batman is coming. I truly love Cash, and I'm so happy they gave him such a big role in Night.
Batman will find us. You all just need to keep moving. Keep going. We can do this.
Riddler's attached explosives to his hostages. If they stop moving, they'll die. I can't get in their way.
Now this is some pretty sick torture. For a rated T game, they did a pretty good job of downplaying this method. But if you really think about it, it's insane, both physically and mentally. Makes it worse when you hear them pleading.
Stop, please.
Think you outsmarted me, did you? Well, you didn't. I'll build another puzzle, Batman, and you will die in it. Oh. What?
One of the most satisfying takedowns in the whole Arkham series. And if you listen carefully, you can hear him struggle a little bit.
This cannot be happening. Do you really expect me to fall for this Dark Knight? I know you won't kill me.
True, but you can't say the same about the others, can you?
Get your ass moving, Riddler.
You can't tell me what to do.
Do I need to press the button?
What? No. You'll pay for this, Batman.
You sure this thing won't work?
No. But there's no point in letting him know that, is there?
This does bring a smile to my face. It's so well deserved. Remember when I said that Doctor has two twin sisters? Well, here they are. Just having a bit of fun with him.
One here, Dark Knight!
Not much to look at in his hideout other than he had screens for each of the hostages, and the sign with all their names on it is a nice touch. I was trying to see if I could pick up his condition on the scanner, but it only shows his helmet. Would have been a great detail if he was frustrated or mad. I'm pretty sure that everybody knows this, but you can get in his way and he gets scared and or pissed at you.
You'll pay for this! What are you doing? You're in my way!
I went back to the church to see all the other hostages we saved. I was hoping you could say that you saved them, but unfortunately there's no dialogue about that. And of course you can see Vicky Vale, Jack Ryder, and the Warden Sharp here too. She really seems to like this prisoner, doesn't she?
Let me in.
Sorry, lady. Church is closed.
Well, that's just plain rude.
I agree, that is kind of messed up they don't let her in. Honestly, I can't get enough of the Arkham Riddler. His side missions are fantastic and they really tie everything together with all the riddles you have to solve. I know people hate him for that reason, but I find it so rewarding and makes it all worth it at the end when you save Cash and the others. We all know he will come back from this, and boy, he does not hold back when we see him again in Arkham Knight, which is my favorite version of him. I honestly can't wait for that, and this mission is truly one of my favorites in the whole series. To top this off, I couldn't forget about the little secret hideout of scarecrows, a perfect bit of foreshadowing for his return in Arkham Knight. I really love this. It's such a great idea to show that he's still out there, plotting his revenge for Batman. The nice touch of seeing Jonathan Crane on the shipping label really confirms that this is Scarecrow. It's such a fantastic setup for the next game. And his little messages on the radio is amazing too. The messages read, "I will return, Batman. You will pay for what you have done to me. Fear will tear Gotham to shreds." Can't wait to play that game. Well, that wraps up the Arkham City Side Missions. Don't worry, we still have the tapes and the DLC to cover, so there's still a bit more time in Arkham City before we move on to Origins. What's your favorite side mission in Arkham City? Let me know down in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button. And if you want to stay more involved in the community, I post regularly on the community tab about Batman media, fun polls, behind the scenes, and much more. So make sure you click that ding 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 dong on the bell notification so you don't miss out. Also, why not subscribe and join our Bat family? Us nerds need to stick together. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Stay tuned.